Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another CounterSide video. Alright, so Global just had our patch announcements. Let's have a look at it. Alright, so we're gonna give you guys a shot at what's happening in Global. Hopefully give you guys a better idea. And if you guys are not aware, E1 is coming to Global. So this is the E1 New Awakened Update Apex Predator. You know what, let's just watch it. I think most of you guys maybe haven't seen it yet. So let's see what is this all about. So really excited for E1, and also I think E1 is probably going to be the only unit that's here. Now I just released an E1 video for PvP. You guys should check that out if you want to know more about E1. But I do think E1 meta is going to be quite strong moving forward. Until today, E1 similar to Replacer King is still meta. Alright, don't worry about if you pull for E1, will she fall off later on? She doesn't fall off. Alright, similar to Replacer King. Very strong. Very hard to deal against. The ability to remove buff is also what makes this thing really strong. Apex Predator. Wow, that's a very cool trailer actually. And the nuclear bomb, you gotta show the nuclear bomb. Explosion. Alright. So one thing to keep in mind that you guys might not be aware of, what's the advice generally for players to pull E1 or not? My advice is generally you shouldn't pull for E1 because E1 is the only awakened unit that's farmable. Now what do I mean by farmable? You can actually farm for E1 shards, similar to how you farm in the side story. It is a little bit difficult though. The requirements are quite high. I'm going to briefly explain, but first we're going to have the growth limited mission. Now this thing is going to be unique to now only the first time. Later on you will not be able to do this. Now how do you farm E1? First you gotta be able to beat dive 48, 49, 50. Now let me just sign into C server and show you guys. Now right now the dive in global server I believe is up to 45, right? After the update you're gonna have the ability to beat up to 50. So I think this is up to 45. This one is relatively easy. And then 46 to 50 is where you will fight you will be able to fight E1, right? 48, 49, 50 is a tough one. So once you beat 48, 49, 50, you then unlock this particular stage. You unlock two things. Number one, you unlock the ability to be able to farm scavenger dives. Now scavenger dives is like a different sort of dive branch that you can set up in your branch thing. One more is in the supply operation, covert ops. You will unlock this one, the 1-7. Now this one is not that difficult actually. If you can beat 48, 49, 50, you should be able to beat this one. It's just that the idea here is for you to farm this thing called the gold bullets. Now what are the gold bullets used for? Now let's go into the shop. Basically it's like a new thing for you to be able to buy materials. So notice under the dive, now you don't have this section yet. In global, this is on C. Gold bullet, you can unlock E1 shards. You can basically buy shards, and that's how you unlock E1 generally. Also, you can also use gold bullets to craft 3 exclusive equipment. One for E1, one is for E1, which is this one, right? E1 subcore module. Notice E1 has 3. One for overflow. If you want to, you can craft for overflow as well. You can also craft for glitch, which I don't recommend. But yeah, you can come here and craft this. Is it worth it? Is it worth to get this? Probably not. You know, like it's gonna be a while before you can craft something that you can actually use or benefit from, right? But ideally, that's the gist of it. So I believe I didn't miss anything, so that should be how you will be able to craft E1 so you can, you know, beat 48, 49, 50. I already have guides all over the place on my main channel, so feel free to check that out if you guys want to see how to beat dive 48, 49, 50. It's going to be the hardest PvE content for a lot of global players, alright? So hopefully you guys have fun with it. And I don't mean it in the condescending way. I try to have fun because there's not like most of the things in CounterSide are relatively easy except for this one. Like if you love endgame content, I think this is going to be something that you can benefit from. And also the scavenger dive, which is this thing right here, the Colossus Radio Telescope, can also use this to craft the to obtain gold bullets. Now machine collector is also here. Wow, surprisingly. This is very good news. Do I recommend pulling for machine collector? Yes. I haven't released my last guide for the T7 relic, but she's very crucial in the first one. Alright, so Machine Collector is really strong right there. So highly recommend you guys to obtain Machine Collector. Overflow and Glitch. Should you pull for Overflow and Glitch? Yes, Overflow is really strong. In my humble opinion, this is something that a lot of people are not going to tell you. But I will tell you, Overflow is probably the best 4-cost defender, period. Now I know it's crazy talk. People are going to say, what? What about Serapel? Serapel is not even close. Now, Serapel is good. She's not bad. It's just she lacks something that Overflow has. And that is the ability to stay where you are without getting pushed back. Serapel has a very big issue with that. She always get knocked back, pushed back. I don't like that. I like my defenders to always be in front, protecting my rangers, protecting everyone else. And Overflow will give you that. Now, why is Overflow... What can Overflow do to give you that? So Overflow has this thing right here. Immune to hit stun from special or lower skills. This is very rare, alright? Overflow is also mech, immune to stun as well. You use Gayun, use Kawong, this guy cannot be stunned. Alright, he cannot be stunned, he's immune to CC completely, he cannot get pushed back. Alright, which is something that you have to keep in mind. Cannot get knocked back is a very valuable thing for a defender. Alright. So of course you also have Glitch, which is also really strong to, I don't know, like, if you guys can only pick one, probably go for Machine Collector. She's still going to be much more crucial compared to Overflow and Glitch. But yeah, Overflow and Glitch are also both strong in their own rights, right? So hopefully you guys get them as well. Matadorship will be unlocked if you are able to beat Dive 50. Matadorship is going to be the best soldier ship for a while. Alright, if you like to use Veronica in PvP, this ship is going to be very strong moving forward. Alright, so definitely highly recommended. Alongside with Mason Mercenary Office, which is a place for you to craft exclusive gear for Jane Doe, John Mason, and Tommy the Diehard. Yes, I almost forgot about that. That 3 characters. New raid boss season. Alright, so we have Britra coming back, inhibitor is going away. There's that. And that's about it. I like it. I like the global patch notes overall. How about the shop? Is there anything in the shop? Let's have a look. I don't think there's anything in the shop. So there's going to be the E1 classified recruitment package, volume 1, 2, 3. Definitely volume 2. And then yeah, so if you're trying to get, you know, extra packages, you can consider buying this, but otherwise it's not that worth it. I would still save the admin coins for something else, you know. But overall, should you pull for E1? It depends. For majority of the players, like I say, it's farmable, so you don't really need to pull E1, like, unless you should only pull E1 unless you really play PvP a lot. If you play PvP a lot, you play every single day, you're someone that strives to always climb in challenger rank or whatever, then E1 is going to help you reach there faster. Alright, so similar to Replacer King, you can alternate between E1 and Replacer King depending on who is banned that particular week. If you don't play PvP at all, you are much more of a PvE player, I don't recommend it. Alright, just save your black tickets for now. Awaken Horizon is coming after this, so definitely that's my advice generally. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give this video a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.